Hi, how you doing? I thought I'd take this opportunity whilst holidaying in South Australia to reach out to Australian expats in particular, whether you're an Australian national, a citizen, or whether you ultimately expect to come and retire here in this gorgeous country. I thought I'd just say a few words about the opportunities that you've got whilst living overseas away from Australia. There's an opportunity for you to take advantage of something called the 10-year tax rule, which is when you start either saving or investing whilst you're not resident in Australia. This means you can save and gain income or draw against your investments on a tax-free basis should you not take the benefit, and that's the technical term, take the benefit of your saving or investment for a minimum of 10 years. In fact, it becomes more tax advantageous from year 8 onwards, where you have a reduction of 33% in tax from year 8, then 66% in tax reduction from year 9, and then from year 10 it is completely tax-free. And that makes it more efficient, certainly, than super or even a franked income. Now, of course, the benefit over saving or investing whilst you're overseas in respect to, in comparison rather to super, would mean, of course, that you can access these investments even if you don't wish to benefit from the 10-year rule. But certainly after that 10 years, if that falls before your 55th or even 60th birthday, unlike super, you can access your investments and your assets at any age that you wish, prior again if you wish to maintain the tax benefits, but it's irrespective to your actual age. Also, I just wanted briefly to touch upon any Australians that have moved out of home and are now living overseas, particularly in either Singapore or a bit further afield regionally. If you have insurances associated with your super, perhaps there's life insurance attached, or maybe there is some critical illness benefits, it would be beneficial for us to check whether or not those benefits are still intact, either at all or in some form, as once you're considered a non-resident of Australia, you may well see and find that your insurance benefits have been either wiped out completely or curtailed, and you may well still be paying for it through your superannuation scheme. Just approaching your broker back in Australia, the guy that advised you, or the lady, about your super may not be sufficient. You need in writing from the provider of your super whether or not you're covered as a non-resident, not just whilst away from home. You could be on holiday for, if you're that lucky, 3 or 6 months, but we need to understand whether or not your provider of superannuation gives you the ability to maintain your benefits even when you're a non-resident. So I'd like to say thank you for your time in listening to this video, but certainly if you wouldn't mind sending me a message, if you'd like to have a conversation. I have a slew of Australian clients. I've been dealing with expatriates in the region for a number of years now, and I'm sure I could add some benefit to your circumstances. So please do send me a message or an email. I'd love to sit down for a brief chat over a coffee, just to give you an indication of where we can be of assistance. Thanks for your time.